Hello, hello, hello. It's me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri doing another one. Ooh, it's been a minute. A long minute. Have not done a podcast in a while. Just took a break. Dealing with life issues, as we all are. Almost everyone that I know is dealing with something going on with your life, whether it's finances, relationships, jobs, careers, housing, all sorts of things everyone is dealing with. We're all the same in those circumstances. Some of us are dealing with bigger things, death in families, sickness, illness, addiction. We are all dealing with something. Children, what our children are doing. But yes, doing another one. Hope everyone is making it through. Sometimes you might feel beat up, but you got to get back up. You got to get back up and keep going. But yes, doing another one. Didn't really have a concrete topic, but of course, if I have not been doing podcasts for a minute, I have lots of topics because there's always something coming to my mind. But the official topic today is what's up with life. Woo. Lots of things going on in the world, in our communities, in our families. We recently had a shooting. Some things I can't really talk about, but we recently had a shooting with a political figure. And, you really don't know if things are set up or just some person out here with ill intentions, but no one wants anyone, or I don't want anyone to get hurt or harmed. And that's another topic. Guns. We're still having the issues with gun violence. And I'm a black woman, and in our black community, black men, some of our black men shoot and kill a lot. It's unnerving that we continue to kill. We're killing children. July 4th weekend, there was, I believe this was in Chicago, over 100 people, victims of gun violence. Some of those people were children, and some of those children died on a holiday. Certain things have never made sense to me, and the more that I see them and look at them, they don't make any sense. And in my mind, I'm always trying to come to a conclusion so that I'm no longer wondering about something. Well, why are these people like mentally ill? To an extent, yes, I would say so. Because if you just go out here and shoot random people, there has to be something broken in you, in your mind, in your spirit, in your heart. There has to be something broken. So that's mental illness to me. And that does not give you a free pass, but there's something that isn't connecting in your spirit, that you go out here and shoot, don't know who you're shooting, and kill, 8-year-olds and 10-year-old children. And then you get up, and I'm just making an assumption that these people get up, they go to bed, they go home, they go to sleep, they get up the next day, they go eat breakfast. What's for breakfast? Bacon and eggs. They get up, they go do a regular day the next day. And some of those people, they go back home. And a lot of these people are young. Some of them, they go back home and unlock the door to their parents' house. Hey, Mom, what's up? What's for breakfast? I just killed an 8-year-old last night. But what's for breakfast? What's for lunch? Hey, I'm going to a movie. I'm going to go spend time with my girlfriend today after I killed an 8-year-old yesterday. Oh, I love you, baby, but I killed an 8-year-old yesterday. See, some of this stuff, it just does not make sense. There's something literally wrong in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, where you go out here and just shoot and kill strangers, even people you think you have a beef with. What's the beef that you have to take someone's life? Oh, he looked at me wrong. He stole from me. He's talking to my girlfriend now, or my ex. I need to go kill him. I'm tired of his ass being a human on the earth. I gotta go kill him. To me, that's some type of mental illness. There's something in your innate nature, in your roots, that is corrupt and ill. There's something wrong. And then some people in these families, they know they have people like this in their families. Some of us even know people who have killed someone, and we just ignore it and let's go on. They didn't kill me. They killed an 8-year-old. Let's go on to the next family event, family barbecue picnic. That is something that is truly disturbing me recently. That it is just so much killing. And it's not guns. Guns are here to protect you and to provide safety for you, your family. Guns are not for shooting random people and 8-year-olds and kids and mothers trying to protect their toddlers, shielding them. I believe one mother, she was killed trying to shield her toddler, her child, her baby. And she had nothing to do with this altercation, or not an altercation. She had nothing to do with this beef. And then all we can really say is, oh, that's so sad, or that is, that's horrible. But what are we really doing about it? Oh, they need to take guns off the market, the streets. It's not the guns, it's the people. So where are we failing at? How do we correct it? What type of action steps do we do to correct some of this violence? Everybody wants to have a comment about what, this is so sad, but what are we going to do? What are the action steps? In elementary school, they used to have an action plan. Okay, I need you to do this, 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 and this, so you get your grades up. So you get a C instead of an F. So you get a B instead of a C. You need to take these action steps. Action. That's where we're failing a lot. We don't have any action. We talk a whole lot of shit. We talk a whole lot of, oh, we wish this, kumbaya shit, but we're not doing any action. There's no action. Communities, it's not a community. It's like a war zone in some areas. But violence has to be addressed with action. Can't be addressed with talking. Oh, please don't shoot me. Stop shooting each other. Stop killing. That doesn't work. Has to be some type of action. And I know everyone wants to put it on the government or, state government, but I can go outside my front door and I don't see the government out there. I don't see the state. I see my neighbors. I see the community. I see someone that is looking right at me. The government's not right next door. The government not down the street. We have to start taking things into our own hands and creating change with action, not just thinking about it or talking about it. Has to be some type of action going on. And that makes sense to me. It makes perfect sense. Has to be some action. But violence is one thing. So many things going on with the way that we're thinking is very distorted. It's just not right. And how can you tell it's not right? The results that we're getting. The results that we are getting are not good. And then with some of the projects that they have coming up for us, it's going to get worse. You know, everyone is talking about inflation and the cost of food, the cost of gas, the cost of homes and housing, utilities. Everything is going up. But how is everything going to go up when our income is not going up? Our incomes are not changing. A lot of people are really in bad positions right now. A lot of evictions, job loss, homelessness. How are we going to change all this? Are we going to wait for the government to do something? Or are we going to take some action, those action steps? How are we going to change this stuff? Good question. You're going to have to change. You know, a lot of people work those 9 to 5s, 40 hours, 60 hours, 50 hours. Some people working 80 hours. We're going to have to figure out different ways to make money, multiple streams of income. In certain places, you can't live off of one income. I'd be homeless in certain places if I lived there on my income right now. And for families, we're going to have to start working together, you know, productively. It's one thing for, like for me, I have kids here that have kids that live here, but they're not really helping. They're not helping to pay bills or to take care of things most of the time. So for that car, and I've been thinking about, like, the community is a car. How do we keep this car running smoothly? We got to maintenance the car. We got to keep up the car. We got to take it to go get parts. We got to go get tires. We got to put some antifreeze in the car. We got to make sure the oil is on level. We got to make sure the transmission fluid is good. We got to make sure our battery is working in the community. We got the car is just parked down the street, is broken down, the community is broke down, nothing's going right with it. We're not taking care of things. And for families, in this economy as it is going, a lot of us are going to have to work together. But if you're going to do that, we got to do this shit smoothly. Okay, you get the gas today, I'll get the gas next week. Hey, I got the tires in 2 months when they're due. I'm gonna wash the car. Somebody else is gonna change the windshield wipers. No, people want to get these cars and these families and communities, and they want one person to do everything, while they get in and ride and go here and go there. And that's not fair. And at some point, that one person is going to get tired. As a community, we all have our part to take care of the car community. We all should have a part. And I do understand how some of our communities, where some of that comes from, but we got to change that. We complain about the things that are happening now, the results that we're getting, but we don't want to do shit about it. We don't want to do no action. We don't want to take time. We don't want to go take the car to the car wash. We just don't want to do it. But we want to keep complaining. You can't complain about something that you're not going to do anything about, especially if you have the opportunity, if you have the power to do something about it. You know, we got a lot of young men out here without dads. And we have a lot of single men without kids. But we complaining about the community. You got to get up and go do something. Hey, do y'all need help at football practice? Do y'all need money? Money's always good. Hey, I want to donate 20 to the football team. Tristan, my grandson, is playing football. They have a fundraiser. How many single black men without sons is going to contribute? You know, where's the beef? Where's the money? It takes money to do things. But wouldn't you helping the local football team help some young men that could possibly end up out here shooting and killing someone when they get a little bit older? You know, everything is connected. Everything. There are no coincidences. Really, there really aren't. But we have to start putting action steps to making our communities better, to helping our children. Our children, this generation, this Gen Z, I've been watching a few videos on. We didn't teach them the right thing. Not to say that we knew everything, but I'm not going to say we gave up, but we thought things were just going to magically be easier for them. We tried to spoil them. Spoiling a child really makes them more entitled, some of them, as they get older. So we just need to start sitting down, analyzing what's going wrong. You know, we can put a rocket ship on the moon. We should be able to figure out some of these things. And it's fake and pretend when we say we don't know what the problem is. That's fake. That's pretend. So when, you know, media and news is telling you, oh, we need to, you know, build more prisons, that's the Band-Aid. But why are we really sick? What's the real problem? Hey, we have all these psychologists, we have all these doctors, we have all these sociologists, teachers, lawyers. We have all these people. How about we just let everybody sit down and we figure out what's really wrong? How can we really address some of the problems that our society and communities have? And stop pretending. And we just sit around as a community and as individuals in the United States and pretend that they really want to solve the problem, that what they're going to do is really going to solve the problem, and it's not. And if you sit around and say nothing, then you become, you know, complicit. You become I forget. I don't know what word I'm thinking of. An accessory. You become an accessory in our community failure. We're accessories because we're not doing shit. We're not doing no action steps. We're sitting up and allowing things. Oh, hey, we got $1 million bill, $24 million bill for more prisons. Okay. Oh, we're gonna charge you the taxes to get that. Knowing all the time, knowing that this is not gonna solve any type of problems. Nothing. It's getting somebody paid, which is what it's all about. But that is definitely a problem. Violence. What's up with life? Lots of things. And I have definitely been trying to take more time to just really more observing, trying to educate myself on some more things, because if I don't educate myself on, let's say, business, I'm trying to do some online business. I'm trying to I'd really love to make the amount of money I make at my job so I don't have to go to it. I can make it from home or online. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to spend some money. I'm going to have to study. I'm going to have to learn some new things. It's not going to be overnight. I'm going to have to take my time. I'm going to have to analyze and do the research. And there are some definite things that I'm finding that can help me do those things easier. But I'm still going to have to put in the work and put in the time to get better, to learn, to understand, to market, to advertise. I might understand how to make something or get a product, but I got to push it out there. I got to make a system, a flow, a funnel. So I have been getting my little study on. And, as you get older, you really don't want to study all the time, or at least I don't. But I'm going to have to. I just got to give that up. I'm going to have to. I got to learn some new things, learn some new tricks. But life it can be difficult sometimes. It can be hard. There's some people out there dealing with addiction, alcoholism, health issues, family issues, kid issues. But my point would be to say, don't give up. For me, I can't deal with certain things anymore. I mean, it's just, I've had enough on certain aspects. I've had enough of dealing with people that, you've got your problem, and at this time, I can't really help you with your problem. You're going to have to deal with your problem yourself. You're going to have to dig in, get on your knees, pray. You're going to have to go get help, use your resources. You're going to have to do it yourself, because I can't. I got to take my hands off certain things right now. I don't have the energy for it. And I have to understand that for me to be healthy, to be at peace in my spirit, I can't deal with certain things and certain people right now. I can't. My hands is off. I pray for you, and God willing, which God should always be willing, spirit willing, if you accept and receive the help from spirit, because I always think spirit is always there with things to help you and guide you and strengthen. But you got to receive it, which means sometimes you got to let go of some of your past issues. You got to let go of some of your anger and hurt and pain, and let spirit come in and guide you to where you want to be, where spirit wants you to be. So a lot of things right now, I am taking my hands off. I'm trying to be more peaceful. I'm trying to be more patient. and not being so, all over the place or focused on this and that or really trying to make things happen. I'm just allowing it to happen, which is less work for real. But yes, y'all, doing another one. What's up with life? We got to get control of this violence and our young people. And something's going to have to change. It's going to have to take some type of action steps. And if you got to turn somebody in, I'm turning them in. If I knew Tristan was had guns and was out here shooting people every Friday night and running home, hiding the gun, all that type of shit, turning them in. I'll send you commissary every month, but I'm turning you in. It won't happen here. Not under my knowledge where I know about it. You have to start taking accountability for some of the things and some of the monsters that we have created. But yes, y'all, back on track. I'm going to try to get back on my podcast bubble because I do like doing podcasts. I do like talking about getting things out. And it's been a minute. But I needed the rest after the roommate issue and all those things. I needed a break. But hopefully I'm back. And I hope everyone just keep going. Take the action steps. If you know you're supposed to do something and you can do it, do it. Stop making excuses for yourself. Be willing to do something new, to try something new. Be willing to be open and willing. And change. This has been another Real Talk with Amiri podcast. Everyone have a lovely night. Peace.